everybody, it's About Town Deb with City Talk. We are back again, Dream Pilot Films, and I'm so excited to be back here in Sparks, Nevada. And I have Amber Hale, one of my amazing co-hosts.
Hi,
I'm so happy to have you back here.
Thank you. Yeah,
and
happy to be here.
Well, the best part is we had a powwow, just so you know, and we've got big plans for this show. Like we're so excited. And if it's your first time listening, we are about empowering each other, women, family. We're about food, wine, travel, nonprofits. We want to be your place. This is your home, your set. What do you want us to talk about? And we love local, so no matter what town you're with, please share your stories about local businesses, because we're going to be sharing a lot about Reno, Carson, Sparks, Tahoe, and El Dorado wine country, but that doesn't mean we don't love you.
Local love.
We love local love. So today's show, you know what the title is?
What is the title for today?
It is Inhale, Exhale, Prevail.
Prevail. Ooh, inhale, exhale, prevail. Very nice. I like that.
Do you know where I got that tagline from?
Where?
Do you know which spa maybe in our town?
Oh, this sounds very relaxing.
Yeah,
Dolce Vita.
Dolce Vita, and we also
Refuge
have
Spa.
the Refuge Spa. And so I feel like us as women and men as well, we need to take time to just breathe. And like you said, I don't do it. My watch always tells me like, hey, breathe. I'm like, I don't have time
you
to
got
breathe.
one of those fancy watches.
I have a fancy watch, but I don't have it on now.
I'll remind you to breathe. Don't
Remind
worry.
me to breathe. But a little bit about the show today. Really, we want to share with our audience and with our listeners that you need to value yourself. You need to value your time. You need to say, hey, I haven't done my nails. I haven't got a massage. I haven't just taken a day to go sit by the pool. There's many ways that we can take that break. And Nyla Allen, one of our amazing friends, is going to be on the next segment. As you can see, the beautiful ambiance, and they have their signature smell when you go into Dolce Vita, and you've been doing some work with them.
Yeah, I can't wait to share with you guys.
And we're going to share about that. So what have you been up to?
Well, I actually went camping this weekend.
I was going to say, so after camping, you could use a massage, right?
Yes, I actually think I am going to take a visit to Refuge on Monday. I have a little gift card that I would like to use.
You know what? I have one of those too.
Yeah?
I need to use it.
What if we go together?
We should go together.
We'll chat after.
We'll chat after.
Yeah.
Definitely. And we'll hook you up, guys. We'll hook you up.
But yes, definitely need a little relaxing time. I mean, camping was definitely relaxing, but next week I'll probably need a little bit more radical self-love in my life.
I will be ready for some self-love in my life too. So did you notice I'm a little bit bolder with my outfit labels? Thank you, Blythe.
You look fantastic. You have the Miu Miu shoes.
No, not this one. That's the next show I'm doing the Miu Miu shows. I have plenty of shoes to share with you with all of our shows. This is the E. Saint Laurent.
Oh,
I don't know if I said that right, but as you can tell, they're really like high heels and they're fancy. So if you go to Labels, she's got all these
love Labels.
Don't you love Labels?
I haven't been there in a while.
And it's really close to the Doritos on Riverside too.
Yeah.
So we're all partnered. So with the suit, also at Labels, it's Escadade. Not sure if it's right, but that's what we're going to call it. And it's really comfortable, and I love it. And of course, you know where I go in the morning before every show. Check out the Caliber braids.
Braids.
Look at the Caliber braids.
Gorgeous, lovely. I
So-
want to touch it.
You can
It
touch
looks
it.
like a little poof
You
ball.
can touch it. We'll let you touch it later. So anyway, I'm just really excited, and I'm going to go ahead with a quote, and then we're going to the next segment. We are going. We have a little bit more time to chat about what you're doing. So here's what I thought: relaxation is a stepping stone to tranquility. And when you go into Dolce Vita,
It's tranquil.
It's tranquil.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and Nyla's going to explain to us like her vision of it, and she was hands-on with every single step of it, like hands-on. And it took a long time, and she never gave up. And also the Refuge Spa, she's just one of those women that doesn't stop.
See, I don't actually think I know the story behind either of these local businesses,
Oh
so I'm
my
excited to hear about it. I'm going to get new information today.
Oh, you're going to love it.
And I've been to both, and I've enjoyed both.
Well, were you there when they like the groundbreaking and as they were putting up
Yes, at
slate?
Rancharra.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really good. So when you come to visit Reno, Carson's, any of that area, you need to come to the Village. But if you're going to
Agreed,
go
yes.
downtown and you want to hit the casinos and the special events, the Renaissance Spa. So while your hubby and your friends are gambling, you can go up to the spa at the Refuge and you can hang out and have some fun. And actually at the restaurant downstairs at the at the shore,
The
they
shore,
have the
yeah.
About Town Deb red wine,
Oh my
and they have it
gosh.
at the spa at the Refuge too.
Nice.
So we're all community, we're all good. So my week has been, the last few weeks have been really busy. We're of course been with Dream Pilot. We want to thank them. This has been a really exciting journey, and I'm so excited that we have so many amazing partners that want to step up, like Kim Surratt Law and Design on Edge. And
After our little coffee date yesterday, talking about the
we
show,
had a
I
great
was so
coffee
excited.
date. And of course, where do we go? Local.
Handcrafted coffee company.
It's all about local. So
Yep.
when you are part of our show, we will always mention our local heroes as well as our local business owners. So we're going to take a quick break, and we come back. We're going to have Nyla Allen, and she's the founder and the owner, as we mentioned, Dolce Vita Spa and the Refuge. And we're going to hear her story, and you are going to be amazed at this woman of spirit and smiles and power and kindness, and she's just a rock star in our community. So hang tight. It's About Town Deb and Amber Hale. We'll be right back with City Talk. Welcome back. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy with City Talk. We are back on set, as we mentioned. We have Nyla Allen, our good friend here.
Hey, Deb.
Founder and owner of two amazing spas in our community. Dolce Vita is amazing. We love it. And it's like the newer one, correct?
Correct.
But the Refuge Spa has like this sexy kind of like mystery to it.
We like to call it like the sun and the moon. You've got
Yeah.
traditional,
Yin and yang.
beautiful white,
It is, see?
yin and yang, and then the moody, the moon, the mysterious of the Refuge Spa.
So your story is an incredible one. We would love you to say, how did you even think about, I'm going to build two spas, and I'm going to support our community, and I'm going to rock this town. Like, what made you, like, being a mom and a wife and two spas?
Yeah.
What's the story?
So my motto is do amazing things. So I don't really do anything small. It's gotta be big.
If you're gonna do it right. Yeah.
So the journey started a long time ago as a young age, and realizing that meditation and alternative therapies really go a lot farther in some cases than traditional medical care. So that's where it started, and that led me on a path to business and massage and being a provider for a good number of years. I realized I can make my efforts bigger by expanding training to others, and then opening a bigger space where people can kind of find that Zen, and then the people and the therapies really help to bring it to a different place. It's called wellness, and it started a long time ago when people didn't really call wellness.
Yeah.
They didn't really know that was a buzzword back then, but wellness is what it is today, and it's all encompassing.
It's so important today. We're all like going in 20 different directions. We always say that to each other. Here you have this two beautiful spas, and how often do you go pamper yourself?
Right.
I am a
It's
huge advocate of alternative healing, and
Yes.
I love that is something that you embrace, and it's something that I super connected with as well through the spas.
Yeah.
So tell me about Refuge. I mean, this is like, that's a big deal. Like, you know, we have this new, it used to be a casino, and now it's the Marriott. How did that happen? Did they contact you? Did you say, hey, I'd love to put a spa in your beautiful hotel?
Yeah.
What's that story?
So in the amount of a couple years, the vision for Dolce Vita was on its path, and that started with building from the ground up. And we know that story is a long journey. And then in the meantime, the owners of the Marriott Renaissance pursued me because we were one of the best spas in town. And I said, let's go for it. Let's go for it. It was a complete remodel, and it needed to blend in with the urban atmosphere of the Renaissance. It's a little different than your traditional. And so combining that idea, that design, to oppose actually the Dolce Vita Spa set was very unique.
Well, it just seems like, how do you manage to manage both? I mean, your staff and just the whole atmosphere It is totally different when you go to one. Like if I go to the Refuge, I'm going to the Refuge for that sexy, smoky feel. If I want to go to Dolce Vita, I want to just go hang out. You got the beautiful view at Ranchera. Right. It's like you have your signature scent there. I mean, how do you balance those both together?
Yeah, so there's elements in both that I really wanted to feature. So the idea of peace is bringing nature into things. So you'll see at both spaces there's nature on the walls, there's nature in our treatments. All of what we do is very organic and natural. Our scents are natural, and then it's the people. So the answer to the question really is about the people. You have processes and people, and I place people number one. You get your people down, you get your people trained, and you lead from the heart, and then the processes just follow.
That's a big deal for us. I think for our whole community, actually. I got to give Reno, Carson, Tahoe a big shout out, because our community does work really well together, and I love how we all support each other. But if you lead with love and kindness, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what makes your spa stand apart from as a premier spa?
Yeah, there's so many things. I mean, I didn't want to just be the normal, typical spa. So starting with Dolce Vita, we have a combination of outdoor relaxation, relaxation rooms for one, that they're not income generating, but they are spaces just for
the lounges.
You to lounge,
the beautiful
and relax.
Lounges with the big windows out,
Right.
and it opens up. Yeah, that's lovely.
And then we have our bars. So that's a new idea for spas in general, is to have bars. So it's a social setting. It's not a beer place. It's a place where you can have a light cocktail, relax ahead of time, or have a social atmosphere. So that's what makes us both unique. And then at Dolce Vita, we have our medical spa. So that's something that is also difficult to do, to combine the medical aspect into aesthetics and a day spa atmosphere. You have it all wrapped into one location. So that's really unique. At Refuge, we have a few different things. Our float pod.
Talk about
that's what I want to do on Monday. I want to go to the float tank.
I have a thing for the float tank. I think I want to do that.
We should chat for sure.
We'll chat. So float. That's float tank. Is it float tank?
Float tank.
Right.
So what is a float tank?
Yeah. So people do call it sensory deprivation, but it really can be an experience where your senses are enlivened with music and lights. Or you can close the lid, kind of shut out the world, and let your mind float away.
And you float. You don't have to worry about falling asleep in the water, right? Because it's so buoyant and it holds you.
Right.
How does it hold you? How does it hold you up?
It's got 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt. So it's a magnesium in the water from the Epsom salt.
So healing.
It's healing, and that's what makes you float. It's more buoyant than the Dead Sea, if you can imagine that.
I'm going to go float in the Dead Sea on Monday.
Well, hopefully I'll go after you.
I have a question for you. What does full service mean in the sense of a spa?
Yeah, so that is the one thing that really does make us different. When people will call and say, are you an actual spa? Do you have all the fun places to do instead of just the in and out transaction of a massage? It really encompasses an experience. So right from the beginning of when you step in, you start the experience. At Dolce Vita, we invite you to choose a stone. That word is an intentional healing process from the moment you step in. The smells, and then that journey carries through in all of our relaxation areas. In one of our spaces, it's beautiful. There's a guest book, and it really is touching.
Yes, I love reading through the guest book. Oh my God,
it's
that's
amazing.
So fun.
The things that people put in there.
The last time I think I was there, I actually read one of the messages, and somebody had wrote that they had ran into a friend in the relaxation lounge that they hadn't seen in forever, and they both wrote a little message together. That was super cute.
You never know what touches somebody or what that person may need, but it's the experience in the space that you can create your own healing, whatever that may be.
I got my first massage at the Refuge, my very first one.
What else have you guys partnered together with? Maybe this is a good time for you to share your story. We're going to get personal with Amber, guys, just so you know. We have a couple of minutes, and then we can continue on.
So I had a severe acne, just kind of out of nowhere, a few years ago. And you know, it was like a blanket around my face. And you would never really tell today because my skin looks amazing, and we'll get a little bit more into that. But when you have severe acne, it's not something, it feels like something you could never escape. I mean, it's literally on your face. Anytime you look in the mirror, every time you talk to a person, it is there, it's present. So when I started going through my acne journey, I also went down a radical self-love journey because it was really hard. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to embrace this and I'm going to own my skin. And I did. I stopped wearing makeup. And then eventually my skin got healthy and I was able to get it to a place where I had it under control. And that's when I started visiting Nyla at Dolce Vita for scarring treatment. And I did, I think, maybe 8 scar treatments, and it was an amazing experience. It was so accessible, and I was shocked, and I'm so grateful. And I recommend it to anyone who needs it. Like I said, incredibly accessible.
I just have to applaud you, Amber. I mean, it takes courage. It takes bravery to say, I need help, or I want to show myself, and you are glowing. I mean, like,
Yeah, I know.
from the inside,
Yes.
It's something that, who knew that an aesthetic on the outside or something cosmetic could be so life-changing? And that's,
And I
I'm
still
so
carry,
happy.
I still carry all of that I learned with me. I still carry that radical self-love. And I feel like if my skin got to that point again, you know, I would learn more and continue down that path.
Well, let's hold on to your self-radical love and hold on for just a moment. When we come back, who's going to join us on set?
Nyla's husband, Jim Clouser, he is a fire captain, local fire captain here.
And we're going to be talking about all the incredible stuff that you guys are doing for our local heroes, first responders. And we come back, we'll have another guest. We'll see Jim. It's About Town Deb, Nyla, and Amber. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy with City Talk. We are here at Dream Pilot Films in Sparks, Nevada. Again, Nyla is on set with us. And who do we have? Your amazing husband, fire extraordinaire, Jim. We're so happy you're here because it takes both of you to do what you do. Having a family and you both are working
Cheers to
full
that.
time. Cheers to
Cheers
that.
to that.
Oh, good job. Let's do a cheers.
Oh, my man, yes,
We
thank
usually
you.
have a cheers on every show, usually. So let's, we don't even know what we're cheersing. I mean, we're cheersing them, but what we're sipping on.
Yeah, what is this? This is tasty.
This tasty little treat is featured at both of our bars.
So what is it?
So this is called our Collagen Cooler. The unique thing about our bars is we have, we call them healthy cocktails.
Yes, healthy cocktails.
We include elixirs or infusions or teas, things that make the pure joy of drinking a little bit better because you've got something in it that's going to actually help you relax, help you sleep, some of those.
So
those things.
like when you said elixirs, and can you explain, some people may not know, because it's kind of a new thing with drinks. Is there alcohol in this?
So there is. So this
But sometimes there's not if
Correct.
you get certain ones. So.
Yeah, you can get a mocktail or a cocktail. This one just happens to have
What's in this?
21 seeds, grapefruit, tequila. So it's a really nice, it's a female-owned company.
Good
so,
job.
Yeah, and it has our collagen elixir. So
I love that you know it top to bottom too.
Oh, I
that's
know
beautiful.
all the stories.
Well, I'm just going to tell a little secret because we had mentioned it during the break. When you very first were doing the cocktail menu at the Refuge, brand new, I was sitting there and you were with Deb. And two Debs, and we were sitting there, and you guys were just creating, and it was so cool to watch you. And I got to like sample some of them, but every single cocktail, every single tea, every single coffee, anything that's infused, your team has personally created that. It's not like you pulled out a recipe book.
Right,
You
they
literally,
are unique.
They're all unique, and that's a big deal. I think that to know that when you go to either of your spas, when you go sit up there, somebody has taken the time to really make that drink special for you. Especially, like say the collagen, all of us women want to help our collagen, but there's many other elixirs and things that you have. So I really enjoy that part of it. And a little shout out for Crystal Basin, About Town Deb. My red wine is also at the Refuge, so I kind of like that too. So you can get wine, you can get cocktails, you can get mocktails, and plus you have an amazing, like when they take the water and they put all the fruit stuff in it and the lemons and limes. That's a big, we need to hydrate. That's a big deal too. So we're really proud of you for taking the notch up. And oh, you have Dorinda's chocolates there too. Yes.
Lots of treats.
We're happy about that. So we were talking about Amber's healing journey. And I'm just gonna give another shout out to Amber, because as you know, when this first happened, I'm just gonna keep it real, that's what we do.
Absolutely, please do.
We were at Dorinda's and I was picking up chocolate because we do a lot of charity baskets together. And I kind of looked at her and I'm like, should I say something? Like
you and everybody else on the planet.
But I was trying to be like, what do I say? So maybe you could help us with that. Because I looked and I'm like, do I say, like, do you have like a rash? I think I don't know what I said.
Yeah,
but
that honestly was a part of my healing journey.
Yeah, so I think we should touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, kind of like, I feel like it's very similar to when you talk about like someone's weight. It's better to just not comment on it at all. I mean, I had people coming up to me in the grocery store being like, I can help you, like use this face wash. And I was like, oh, honey, actually, yeah, I've been to like 4 doctors now, but thanks. So it's kind of hard to kind of balance that. And I learned a lot of grace when it comes to it. And yeah, it was honestly all a part of the healing journey.
So at the point when you were talking to Nyla, how did that come up where she said, how did that conversation happen? Did you approach her?
We were at a networking event at the Wasteless shop. And it was when I was loud and proud and I had my hair pulled up and my acne was glowing and I was out there and we just kind of started chatting about it. And I had told her that I was already doing a program and she said, well, when you're done with that program, I would love to talk to you and see where you're at and see what you need and see what we could do together. And she super loved my spunk and attitude, and it was like I said before, it was all a part of that healing journey, truly.
Well, what a remarkable difference. And we will have photos of before and after that we could show as well, because I really want to. You have no idea. She did a photo shoot. Like a photo shoot just to embrace her beauty and
to embrace my beauty. That's exactly what was.
I know. And I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be like, oh no. Like I remember when I first got my first breakout, I woke up and I said, oh my gosh, my mom took me to the doctor. So he goes, oh, it's just acne. I didn't want to go to school.
Natural.
I did not. I think I took a day off school. I was so traumatized at a 13, 14-year-old that I didn't even want to go to school.
And that's what was so touching to me was just the voice that she had and embracing it and being herself no matter what it was.
Yes. So I know we talked a little bit longer on this, but I really feel it's important because I know you're out there and you've had something like that where you didn't want to go out in public and you felt like, oh my gosh, what are people going to say? What are they going to think? So if you surround yourself with amazing people that say, I got you. And so I want to thank you both for sharing that story. So that was your healing journey.
That was my healing journey, yes.
Now there's a Healing for Heroes program. Not only does she have 2 spas and they take care of our community, I'd love you, who wants to talk first about it, but I'd love you to share a little bit about that program.
This is a partnership between the 2 of you, yeah? The Healing for Heroes?
Yeah, obviously Nyla takes the lead in a lot of these things and she's the creative voice in what she does. But this was one of the things that because I'm in her life, it was sort of a natural feeder into her saying, well, what else can I do for the community? How else can I use the spas to help people? And, when I've come home from rough shifts, she really picks up on the fact that it's not just the physical part that we go through with really bad fires or really hard workouts or just the toll that it takes physically, but also the mental and emotional side.
100%. I would say that's probably bigger, honestly,
For sure. And I think just the way her mind works, she put that together naturally, organically, and thought, this is something that we could probably do to help people like me. Me directly on a lot of levels, right? But that extends to the rest of the fire family and the police family and our veterans. And we work with a lot of veterans. My firefighter was 12 years in the Army, and so it's a very close-knit community. And we go through a lot of the same ordeals, right? So the physical tolls it takes, the emotional tolls, the mental stress, not just on the job, but then bringing that home.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's a lot there.
So what exactly is Healing Heroes? What do you guys do?
Yeah, so it is a community program that recognizes the service of first responders, veterans, and health responders, health care personnel. And we wanted to give back by offering them a way to come and get services. So anything in our day spas available to them, massage, facial, whatever your healing path is, that's what we wanted to offer at a discount. So that is at a 10% discount off. And then we also offer a sponsorship. So we sponsor a hero.
Oh, I love this.
So can we help pick out a hero?
You certainly can.
Are there like heroes that we could bring on and they could tell their story?
Absolutely. So
I love that.
Often we'll post on our social sites that nominate a hero. Who do you know in our community that needs help? So we offer the day spa services as well as a free float. So that's important because that floating is a way that if you're a male or if you are carrying a lot of burden, sometimes you may or may not want to be in a massage room or share that with someone. So the float pod has been shown to help with PTSD. So it's a way to, again, it can be enclosed or not enclosed, any kind of experience you want. It's the idea of letting your worries go. And so you find relief in some cases.
Like a meditation. Yeah, it's like a meditation.
So I was going to ask Jim, have you done the float?
Oh yeah, I love it.
So what was your experience? I'm excited because I've been wanting this for a year or two.
Initially it's a little overwhelming because you're just not used to being able to float with no effort.
I'm like out of breath thinking about it.
I'm so excited. I'm so stoked. I'm ready.
And you can make it whatever experience you want. You can have the lights all the way up. You can have the lid open. You can close it down like it's Darth Vader's bathtub.
Ooh, I like that.
Turn off all the lights. You can have music. You can have sound. You can have no sound. And I've done kind of all of them just to kind of experience how that feels. And some days you just need nothing.
No,
right?
I agree.
I just want to sit in the water with no sound and no light for an hour and just sit in my own thoughts. And it's its own form of meditation. Right? There's no guiding there. You're not chanting anything. There's no process that you're actively working through. You're just letting your subconscious let go. And that's what the pod allows you to do.
Oh, I love it. Well, we've come to the end of this break, but we're going to invite you both to stay. We're going to be continuing this conversation, and we're going to be tasting ice cream.
Ice cream, yes.
So how do we get a hold of you guys, and how, as a community member, how can we help? How can we support?
Yeah, for the spas, you can sponsor a hero, Healing for Hero program by contacting these spas.
Okay.
You can donate, or you can just nominate somebody is really it. We provide that service. Or come in and just know that there's a way that you can have a discount, a space just for you.
Practice some radical self-love. Come to Dolce Vita Refuge and start practicing that radical self-love.
I love it.
Now, we're going to do a cheers, and we're going to take another break. We're going to continue the conversation, and we're going to get a little sweetness going on. We'll be right back. It's About Town Deb with City Talk.
Are you tired of getting unwanted calls from telemarketers? Is your mailbox bursting at the seams with endless Medicare junk mail? Here at Health Benefits Associates, we believe local is better. We will sit down with you and make sure your plan covers your doctors, medications, and dentists. We work with plans starting at $0 a month with medical, dental, vision, prescription coverage, and more. So give us a call today to find the right Medicare plan for you.
Welcome back. City Talk, About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, and my co-host Amber Hale. So excited you're here today, and we get to be with some of our favorite people. We have Nyla and Jim, And we thought you better stay with us because, you know, you brought cocktails for us, and you do so much for our veterans and our first responders that at least we could do is share some sweetness.
Yeah.
Because July, in the middle of July, is National Ice Cream Day. And that's a big deal. Like,
Perfect
we all
time.
love our ice cream. But I have a little issue with dairy and ice cream. So Amber's going to see if I can see which one is vegan, right?
Yeah, so Rolled Mountain Creamery.
Tell us about Rolled Mountain.
Yeah, Rolled Mountain Creamery is a local creamery here in Reno, and something that Rolled specializes in is they offer a non-dairy vegan alternative.
Goodness.
Yeah, so we have the local dairy option. It's you can build your ice cream from scratch. We start with the cream and make it right in front of you. Every single cup is a single serving, just made special for you.
So much fun.
Yeah, it is. It's an experience.
They
I like
look
to
so
say
good.
it's like the Benihana of ice cream.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So we will have a video that we'll be showing as we're chatting, so you can see how they're chopping up the ice
Yeah.
cream. But tell us a little bit about how that story got started with Dillon.
Yeah, so Dillon Vance is the owner of Rolled Mountain Creamery. He was over in Southeast Asia in the Marines, while his mother, Dorinda Vance of Dorinda's Chocolates, was really starting with her chocolate company. And while he was over there, he discovered rolled ice cream. Southeast Asia has rolling blackouts. So you know when you melt a container of ice cream down and you could freeze it, refreeze it, and it's never really the same again? Well, that's a problem that they were having over there. But when the power went out, their cream was able to stay cold. They just were kind of losing that really yummy churned ice cream that never refreezes. So they developed a new way of making ice cream, one single serving of cold cream at a time. So yeah, he saw that over there and was like, this is so cool. I'm going to bring this back to my hometown. And he put an ice cream machine inside the chocolate shop, and the rest is kind of history.
Now there's two Rolled Mountains.
There's two Rolled Mountain Creameries, yes, and both of the Dorinda's Chocolates here in Reno. They're sister companies or brother companies, I guess, since they're ran by brothers.
They're brothers, yeah. But it's really cool.
Yeah, so something that sets Rolled apart is the fact that we do offer that vegan oat milk option. So if you have problems with dairy, like Deb does, you can come in and get a custom oat milk ice cream, any flavor you want. So I brought 3 ice creams today. Yay. 2 of them are made with dairy, and 1 of them is made with oat milk. And we're gonna see if Deb can see which one is made with oat milk.
Pressure's on.
She's not going to be able to. I'm just letting
Okay,
you guys
can you
know.
like hand me one?
Yeah.
What flavors
So
are
this
they?
is the signature
Okay,
cherry.
tell us about
That's
this.
actually based off of Dorinda's Chocolate's signature chocolate covered cherry. So some of our ice creams kind of play off of the chocolates that we also sell, and the chocolatieri. This one is Cookies and Cream, one of our best sellers.
I sure
And
hope this
then-
is the one because I really like it.
And then this one
that
right here
one.
is Peaches and Cream.
lovely.
And you guys, please
Okay,
feel
hand me that one.
free. Yeah, Cookies and Cream.
So this is Cookies and Cream.
Signature Cherry, Cookies and Cream, and then Peaches and Cream. And how often do you get to have like a peaches and cream ice cream? You know, we also have some other
this is
really
so
fun
good.
flavors.
Oh my God, this is really good. Oh my gosh, it's really
I love
good.
how they look, but I love how unique it is too in the process of making it.
Yeah.
So good.
So you see these little chopsticks right here. I like to eat it with the chopsticks. You just pick up a roll like
show
this.
us.
Oh my gosh. Go Amber.
Nice.
I'm a pro.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, I'm gonna try the other one now.
Yeah.
Okay, so far they both
Swap
taste
over
amazing, and I
here.
can't tell the difference. And you can also create your own as well.
Yes,
and
you
there's
could-
tons of toppings.
We have people come in. We have strawberries, and then we have like peanut butter. Those are 2 of the options that you can put in, and they make like a peanut butter and jelly with a little graham cracker. You could do something really wild
What?
and be like lemon and peanut butter, or Nutella and marshmallow fluff, or we have
Get
taro
creative.
root. We have coconut.
Taro root.
Did you try this one yet? Because if you haven't, it's about to disappear.
That one's one of my favorites.
It's yours.
Okay, so you've had all 3
This
now.
one's unreal.
Okay,
Do
I was
you-
just enjoying my ice cream.
Do you have any idea, like, can you differentiate
can
the
tell.
dairy between the oat milk?
I think I can tell.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I wanted you to fail, but which one do you think is the oat milk one? That is the oat milk one. Good job.
You know why? Because I have issues with the dairy, so I can tell dairy. So I kind of cheat
your
a little
body
bit.
is
my
is
body
serving
can
you
tell.
right.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
intuitive, and, you're listening
cannot,
to yourself.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
can't have chocolate, so so I'm going to be paying for this later. But I'm so happy. I could have ate all of that.
I need a bite of this one.
And
It's
I could have
unbelievable.
ate all of
I need a bite
that.
of this.
So with Dorinda's Chocolate as well as with Rolled Mountain, how long has Rolled Mountain been in Reno?
So, Rolled Mountain Creamery started about 7 summers ago.
7 summers ago.
7 summers ago, and like I said, Dillon just kind of put an ice cream machine in the little corner of Dorinda's Chocolates, and I actually remember the first time I ever saw it. It was before I worked for Dorinda's. I was next door downtown at the Hub Coffee Roasters, our neighbor, and my family's kind of sitting in the coffee shop, and there's this window that looks directly down into Dorinda's Chocolates, and we're sitting there and we see this guy just
It's pretty cool.
spreading the ice cream out, and we're like, what is that guy doing in that little chocolate shop right there? Like, what's going on? And there was like people lining up, so we go and check it out, and voila, we discovered rolled ice cream.
Yeah. And now you work for them,
And
you're
now
like,
I work for them. So yeah, about, I would say maybe like a year and a half after that, I was looking for a job. I was in my senior year of high school doing online school, and I saw that they were hiring, and I was like, I absolutely want to work there. And so I got to see the company grow from just this little ice cream machine in the corner to, you know, we have 2 established creameries in town, and people have stamp cards that they bring in, buy 10 get 1 free, you know, the whole froyo cards. So, and we have people come in and returning those, and it is like a treat. Ice cream has always been a treat for a lot of people. You know, we get the older crowd, and we get the little kids that are just in awe looking at it, because with our chocolate shop and our creamery, we also believe that it is an experience. You know, we like to say our chocolate, it's more than a gift, it is an experience. It's about how it makes you feel, and that's also a big part of Rolled Mountain Creamery, because every single time that you get ice cream from Rolled Mountain Creamery, somebody is putting their heart into it. Somebody is making that singular ice cream special for you.
And
exactly
whatever
how
you want
it.
on it.
Yeah, and it takes about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to make each one,
So it's
because
personalized.
you're crushing it in and you're rolling it up, and yeah.
Our 5 and 6-year-old love watching this.
Yeah,
They're
it's
fascinated.
It's fun.
Right.
I love watching it.
I love watching it.
Yeah.
So I have a quote. Life is like ice cream. Enjoy it before it melts. So you're welcome to have a few more bites as I'm going to
think I
quiz
will.
you guys. We're going to give you a
Ooh,
quiz.
I'm ready for this
So
quiz.
let's see. Let's see who's going to know this. Are you ready?
Ready.
What is the most popular ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Chocolate.
I'm going to say mint chocolate chip just because that's mine.
Oh, it's mine. Vanilla.
Yes.
Ding.
It's
Okay.
just classic, you know.
Okay, now this one might get you. What type of ice cream is also the name of a sweet powder?
Green tea. Matcha.
No?
Sweet powder?
Yes.
Cocoa.
No, I'm liking this
That was
one.
good.
Sweet
Not-
powder. Sherbet.
Sherbet?
Sherbet.
I don't know. That's what they said.
I'm gonna have to look into
How
this.
about this one? How many licks does it take to finish an ice cream scoop?
Did somebody do this? Did somebody? I need an ice cream scoop.
48.
I could pronto.
What's your number?
20.
Your number.
I have to go higher. If you have a little kid with a little tongue,
Oh,
let's go 50.
50!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Did you
Okay.
see how she gamed me on that?
I know. Okay, here's one more. Okay.
You're watching
What-
Price is Right or something.
What frozen dessert is known as sliders in England?
Popsicles?
Push-ups, push-pops.
Push-ups.
Push pops?
Oh, that's
Sliders?
good.
I don't.
A cone?
You gotta pick one.
I
Think
have no
about
idea.
a slider.
A slider. I'm
Oh,
thinking like a
hamburger?
burger. Ice cream sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yes!
Oh,
He did it. No, it was all him. It was all him.
So anyway, I decided to be kind
And we
of
make
fun.
ice cream sandwiches too.
To give
That's
us a
so
little
funny.
bit
I
of-
should have
Fresh on
known
your
that.
mind. It's been a while since I've had one of those.
Yeah,
We'll get
so
you one.
I just wanted to have a little fun, but you could definitely have more bites of that. Is there anything
Fabulous.
that you would like to say to, because we're getting down to, we're going to have one more break and it'll be our thank you break, but is there anything that you would want to share with our listeners out there of why it's so important to take that time for yourself and enjoy ice cream as well?
It's the little things. I mean, life is about the little things in between the big moments. It's about that taste of ice cream, that sweetness on your mouth, watching your children eat the ice cream and let it melt all over themselves, or
the
going
experience.
in and smelling something beautiful. And it's just that inhaling for a moment,
Being rather than doing.
exhaling for a second. And that's what makes you thrive and prevail.
I totally agree. So we're going to take our final break. When we come back, we're going to give our thank yous, and we'll let you know who's on next week. So it's About Town Deb, Amber, we have Jim, and we have Nyla. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our final segment. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, Amber Hale, my co-host. She's here at least once a month. Maybe we'll get her more, but at least once a month you get to see her beautiful shining face and her heart that shines bright. Nyla, I'm so happy you're here, and I'm happy Jim's here, and thank you for your service. And I know being a firefighter, being a first responder, a policeman, it's such it takes a toll on your heart, on your soul, on your body. And you're out there every day, and then you come home and you're a dad and you're a husband, and it's tough. I know quite a few firefighters, and they come home, it takes a while to decompress because they see things that we don't ever want to see.
Thank you for having us on.
Well, we
means a lot to get the
appreciate
message
you,
out there. Yeah,
but we also appreciate Nyla as well, because you're that go-getter in our community. And like we said, I said, okay, now you have 2 amazing spas that are functioning. She goes, wow, what can I do next? I'm like, come on, take some time, be with your family. But it's women like you and men like you that you don't give up. You just keep seeing, how can I better the community?
Yeah,
While
exactly.
still holding space for that
yourself.
healing and that other side of it, in the being and not the doing. That's so important. And I feel like a lot of people would be happier if they knew that and then they incorporated that into their lives. And you guys are helping people do that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so wherever you're watching from, if there's a local spa or you have your local firemen, you be sure to say thank you when you see them, and please support your local spas. And it's such, do it for yourself. Like, do it for yourself. Like, on Monday you're going to go. I may not be able to go Monday, but I will make sure I go.
Okay.
I
We'll
might.
get you in.
I'll make sure I go. But I just think it's important that you remember the self-care. And this is the quote that kind of goes perfect for this. The time to relax is when you have no time for it. Sydney Harris. And I wanted that to end with one of that quotes, because none of us have time. But we need to find time.
You have to make time.
And you need to make time for yourself, because you matter to all of us. And your family needs you. And if you don't take care of yourself, you can't. And I also, without our amazing sponsors, Dream Pilot Films, and we have Surratt Law Practice, and we have Design on Edge, Caliber Hair and Makeup. We have labels that make sure I look my best, Dorinda's Chocolate, Kimmy Candies. And DigiPrint has stepped up, and they're doing our printing now as complimentary. So David Spillers, thank you.
Pretty little cards you got there.
I know. And Misty, who lives across the street, who is my hero, who always rescues me. She stepped in because Jazzy Georgia is visiting with family. So she's not here today, and I'm like, I need somebody to help me. And I just also want to shout out to Misty, because Misty is really there for the whole neighborhood. If I need anything, I can just call her and she's there. She fixes stuff for me. She does everything. She's a macho woman. And also Grandma B, a huge shout out, because she's going through some health issues, and I'll be seeing her in a week or 2. And again, she sponsored the set. So how cool that I could have my birth mom a part of. Yeah, hey Grandma B. So I'm really happy with that. And next week, who do we have next week?
Britton Griffith with Stacey Alonso from Bonito, a local little
She's a go-getter.
She is.
I know.
Yeah, we have a lot of awesome people in our community. I mean, everything we've talked about today, and the spas and the treatments, and you guys working together and healing heroes, and World Mountain Creamery. I should tell Dillon, veteran. Dillon was in the Marines, like I said, about the program, and we could maybe share.
He's your nomination.
Oh, I mean, the man needs a massage, please. Anyways.
He does.
But yeah, just the community, taking a look at everything and all of us together. And yeah, next week, Britton and Stacey, it's beautiful. I love it.
And her shop, Bonito, it's at the Village, where the Road Mountain is, where your spa is. It is like you go in there and you feel like it's a party for your dog every single
It
day.
is. The dog washing stations, I'm like, I need to borrow someone's dog so I can go give them a spa treatment.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Exactly.
Bonito.
And the other thing is I'm really excited about is that she's going to bring some doggy treats and some dog martinis or something, and we get to sample them.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I get to hear Deb's pick with doggy treats. They're all fresh and they're natural.
Deb, which
So,
one's your favorite?
I don't know. We'll find out next week. You got to stay tuned because you need to see, not you need to see, you would love to listen in because Stacy, she also has a passion and she has a mission and she has a story and she's giving back as well. So I love having 2 weeks in a row, having two amazing women in our community who are doing good things for each other and helping us all. So what would you like to say as our ending thought to our world out here?
I mean, if you guys support local, it does a lot more than you think. If you leave a review on a local business listing saying how you enjoyed your experience, there is going to be a community member being so incredibly happy. Share on social media, give references, and I
say thank you to them.
thank
Say
you.
thank you for working today. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
People go like, what? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, if you weren't here at the checkout, I wouldn't have groceries.
Yeah.
So I always make an effort to, hold that door open for somebody.
lead with love.
Leave with love. That's
with
why
love.
Amber's here with us.
That's what I always want to
And-
end with, is keep it real and lead with love.
That's what we do here. That's
Love it.
what City Talk is about. It's about community. If you want to be a part of our family, we would love to have you. As you can see, this was our 5th show. We've been doing City Talk for a long time, but Dream Pilot has brought us on, and they've really stepped it up for us, and they're all about community as well. So we are looking for advertisers, sponsors, product placement. We are here for you, and we want to, if you have like a hero, if you have a story that you would like us to share, please let us know. And I have one last quote, and then we're going to close it out. And this one says, "There is no power for change greater than a community discovering what it cares about." Margaret Wheatley.
Love that.
And
Absolutely.
all of
All
us
about
here
local.
and all of you out there, we are here for you and we care about you and we are one community and together we're one heart, and we will see you next week. Thank you, Nyla. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Amber. It's About Town Deb with City Talk. We'll be back next week.